Well, what up, guys? I am rocking the old K-Town shirt today and proud of our city, some of the things that we've done. Yesterday we got our first notice that we had our first confirmed case in Lenore County as far as the COVID-19 coronavirus. But good news is that that person, it was not community spread, meaning that that person was traveling, had come from somewhere else, had self quarantined themselves, had not visited the places that we would normally go. So that's good, right? There's a lot of people that are still kind of poo-pooing this, and there's something to be said for making sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families, that we're not going out and being silly. And that's one of the reasons that we're being very, very cautious about this whole thing of community spread and keeping distances and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. If you ever get a chance to go on Facebook and watch a couple of videos. There's a really funny video about a hardware store, True Value, down in I guess it was Snow Hill, Pink Hill. I'm not sure which one, but they had tobacco sticks. They're 6 foot long tobacco sticks, and they were selling them for $1, and those are now the social distancing sticks. So it was pretty funny. Had a lot of hits on it, so it kind of went viral. Pretty neat. So anyway. One of the things that I know for me, Noose News, and I've been working with them on occasion with Jones County. Same thing with them. They're trying to get on all the experts, trying to really get out the information. Unfortunately, we have had one person that was confirmed today that did die of the issues with regarding coronavirus, but that this was somebody that was 70 years old, a little older than that, had underlying health issues as well. So, guys, this is the time to really, watch the news. Make sure that you are aware of things going on in the news. There's nothing wrong with that. I know sometimes it can get scary, but for us, sometimes if we stick our head in the sand and we don't pay attention to the world around us, then we don't have the way to really engage with each other and the world around us. A lot of times we just want to, out of sight, out of mind, and we can't do that. We have to make sure that we engage with things in the world. Read the news, watch the media. I know sometimes the media has conflicting reports, and then talk to your parents, talk to the people around you on phone, and talk to them and find out what is really going on. Because a lot of times what happens is the media portrays one section of the world, and that could be definitely the case in that section, but in our section doesn't necessarily have as much focus. All right, and so the same thing could be said for Raleigh or Charlotte. That some of the stuff that's they're dealing with, we're not necessarily dealing with, but we're definitely wanting to make sure that we don't deal with it. So we're being proactive with it. All right, so a couple of things. Tomorrow we will have a meeting on Zoom. This is at 1, and the topics for tomorrow are which button would you press? Make sure you open that link because it's an image, and I think you'll enjoy that. And I want you to choose two buttons and tell me which ones, and why. Got to give your reasons, okay? And we'll go around the group because it's kind of fun. It's which ones would you actually have? Which superpower would you have? And then we'll go a little bit more into depth with our stuff with our Cold War. What were some of the ways that the U.S. and the USSR conflicted? So, we got communism versus democracy, or capitalism in its root form. And what are some of the ways that it really took a hold across the world? And we'll talk a little bit about the Marshall Plan. We'll talk about the Berlin Airlift and no, not the Berlin Wall, and don't say France. But those are the kind of things that we'll be talking about. I gave you a Cold War map challenge. Now, guys, here's the thing. I understand that you're like, well, is he going to grade it? Yeah, I'm going to grade it. Am I going to get credit for it? No. you're going to get a check mark that you've completed it. Okay, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to do this whole 9 week thing. Okay, but the bottom line is we're trying to still engage you in the learning process. Okay, so this is a Cold War map assignment. I'm going to switch over to this one, and basically this is kind of a little different. You're not actually creating a map or coloring a map. You're going to Google Earth, Google and Google Maps, and you're finally finding stuff. All right, it's kind of fun. So these are terms related to the Cold War. And then this what is what I want you to do. I want you to use Google Maps, and I want you to find the location listed, take a screenshot, save it to your Google Drive, and insert the picture in the appropriately numbered box. All right, so it's kind of cool. Now you can just save the link, or you can do the picture. That's fine. And you might have questions. Here's the deal. Okay, you can always email me the questions, but really and truly figure out the best way to accomplish the goal and do it. All right. So a lot of times what you have to do is you just say, I don't know exactly what Dr. T is meaning, but this is my interpretation of what Dr. T is meaning. So therefore, that's what I'm going to do. And that's okay too. Okay. So, these are, you're going to take a screenshot of Greece and Turkey. All right. So if you have to go big, go small, however it works. Okay. Look at the link, view what countries in Western Europe were impacted. Okay. Again, if you're not exact, if it doesn't have all the countries in it, I'm not going to count off for it. The biggest thing is I just want you to see the world. I want you to see the world in the eyes of the people that came out of World War II, right, and what they were dealing with at this point. Okay, so you got Berlin. You're going to do a screenshot of Berlin, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Again, if you can't get everybody in, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. China, Taiwan, North Korea, and South Korea. Australia, New Zealand. Again, all I'm trying to do is get you to understand where these countries are in relation to the world and the United States. Okay. Same thing with CETO. And then this is the link and view what countries are considered a part of the Middle East. Okay. The U-2 spy plane. Now, just get a basic idea of where the spy plane. You can go on Google. You can go on, just search out where did the spy plane go, and then you'll need to, put a little icon on it, which you can do if you don't know how to do that. Figure it out. Okay, there's plenty of YouTube videos that can show you that. Then you've got the Berlin Wall. Now there's a really cool Berlin Wall thing, and I gave you an understanding of, you can actually select English to read it because obviously it's in German, so you can read that. Same thing with Cuba, Israel, Kennedy Space Center, the SALT Treaty, and then I've got a multiple choice section here for you, and then a where you can type out the words and put true or false. Okay, now that information is found all the way up the top. These are the words there. So it's kind of an assignment. I hate giving just busy work. I do, but this is really a one that is helping you understand where the things are in the world, where they are in relation to the Cold War, all that kind of stuff. All right. So that should be done by Monday, if you can. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. You also have, as you notice down here, you got your key terms quiz that I asked you about yesterday. Go ahead and do it. All right. Use your notes. Try not to use your notes at first, but do that. Then you've got your Ed puzzle that you can do, and then that Cold War map assignment. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about is I will be giving you a test, but this will be done with notes, and yes, a pass-fail kind of complete incomplete thing. So let's not worry about grades at this point. Okay, this is forget grades. This is true learning. All right. This is really when you're learning something, it is not about the grades. It is about the information, the knowledge that you can understand big picture here. Okay. So that's one of the things I really want you to focus on. It is not about the grades at this point. Okay. Grades are out of the question. I get it. All right. That's, like, well, what are we going to do with grades? Are just numbers. Okay, and so at this point, it's really about the learning process. It's about the learning of what you're doing and how you're engaging your life and yourself during this really odd season in time. Okay, and I don't want you to just sit there and go, well, I don't know. No, learn something. All All right, that's the goal. So I love you guys, and I will see you later. And we'll go from there. Okay. If you do have questions, make sure you email me. But watch the video. Okay. Search it out online on YouTube. Find out. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.